This is part two of the teddy being covered, and this is my own experience that I had many years ago. I am 34 now, and when I was around 14, I had two dreams, but I'll just talk very briefly about one of the dreams. One of the dreams, I seen myself as I was sleeping in my bed. I seen myself sleeping in my bed, almost like I was looking down like a bird's eye view. And as I seen myself lying in the bed, I also noted that at the bottom of the bed there was a figure, and it was a man who I could feel evil intentions from. I could feel the evilness, that the harm that he wanted to do to me, but I was reassured that there was a limit. He could not come any closer than the end of the bed. And I felt that. I felt this. He was not able to come any closer to me than the end of the bed. And I woke up, like, properly, eyes went wide, absolutely wide, and I jumped out of that bed and out of that room. And what was interesting looking back on this experience, which has never left me, but one thing that was interesting was that when I woke up, I did wake up on the side that I seen myself sleep on, but I jumped out of that bed and ran out of the room, and I didn't go back in the rest of the night. And I do really believe that that was a very spiritual, real dream. I believe there was a real thing behind this, but it gave me comfort over the years. It gave me something slightly to hold on to, in that I knew the evil one was there. I knew there was a representation of him there in the spiritual realm. And he just looked at me with so much evil intent, and I could feel it. But yet he was not able to come any closer than the bottom of my bed. 20 years later, I still remember that dream, and I know that God is good, and I believe that God was showing me something. Actually, I just want to create a space that if you've had something like this, if you've had something similar, please share it in the comments below. Spiritual things are real. The spiritual realm is real. And I pray that we will all have eyes to see and ears to hear what is really going on, and not be deceived by physical.